Hi guys, it's Isabella, and today for my entertainment speech, I am going to entertain you guys by talking about one of my absolute favorite things that I love to play, I love to watch, and I love to go to games, which is hockey. So looking at me, you probably wouldn't think I'm like a hockey loving type of person, but I really am. I went to my first hockey game about 4 years ago with my mom and some of her coworkers from work because she had gotten some free tickets to the Seattle Thunderbirds game, and I thought it was really cool, but I was also like, I don't really know much about hockey, like I'm gonna go and see what it is and we'll check it out. So I went and I had the best time ever. I didn't think that I would get so excited and really into it when they fight, and that is one of my favorite parts of hockey, is when they fight, because it's allowed, and so when they rip off their helmets and they're fighting, and it's a part of the game, and it's one of my favorite parts of the game. I have been going to Seattle Thunderbird games ever since then when we can, when me and my parents' schedules all allow it, which isn't all the time, but I love to go. I try to get the best seats that I can. This is my jersey that I bought for myself. It is my Seattle Thunderbirds jersey, and it is really cool. And it actually wasn't that expensive, but I love it. We try to sit in pretty good middle seats because usually they're pretty cheap, which is great because it's a really fun game for not too much money. One of also my favorite parts is just the community of the games. It's a smaller arena for sure. It's not like the Seattle Kraken arena, but it feels like everyone is there just to have fun and just to cheer for a team that everybody likes. So it feels like everyone's just one big family, and it's very intimate, and that's just what makes it a lot of fun. They play great music all the time, hype up the crowd, get everybody excited. They always play games in between the quarters, and they'll take people out on the ice and they get to play games in between, which is so fun. I love watching it. I'm always like, man, I want to get down there and play a game, but we all know I probably wouldn't be too great at them, but it's still pretty fun to watch. Another one of my favorite parts of the game is the noisemakers. So at the Thunderbirds games, we have these noisemakers, which are sheets of paper that we get to fold, and then once we fold them, it's kind of like a fan, but we would hit it on our legs or our hands to make noise every time there's a song playing, or every time we're cheering, we can hit our noisemakers on our hands, and it just makes the whole arena sound like one big crazy noise-making crowd, and it's so fun to be a part of. I love them. They're not super long, which is nice, but it's just a great experience, and it's in Kent, which isn't too far from where I live in Puyallup, so it's not like I'm driving to Seattle for a game. I'm just driving, 30 minutes up the road, and then I get to be at a game, and then I get to drive home at night. So I absolutely love hockey. It is one of my favorite parts, and when I go to college in the fall in Nashville, they actually have a hockey team called the Nashville Predators. They're amazing. I've been following them for months now, and I'm really excited to get a Nashville Predators jersey and go to some of their games in the fall and cheer them on. I'm really hoping for a Nashville Predators versus Seattle Thunderbirds game because I'll be cheering for both for sure. So thank you for listening to my speech.